If you have ever woken up in the middle of the night because of a leg cramp, you know how uncomfortable it can be. It comes suddenly. No warning, no time to prepare. Within seconds, the muscle tightens, making it almost impossible to move. The pain can spread through the calf and may even last for several minutes after the cramp has passed. What is important to understand is that this is not uncommon. Many people, especially after middle age, begin to experience nighttime cramps, a feeling of weakness in the legs when walking, or a loss of confidence when climbing stairs. Yet most do not fully understand what is really happening. Many assume it is simply due to aging, that as the body gets older, weakness is inevitable, but the reality may not be that simple. Symptoms like cramps, numbness in the legs, or a lack of strength during movement may be the body's way of signaling that something is out of balance internally. And importantly, these changes do not happen suddenly. They build up over time. At first, it may be just occasional, mild cramps, but gradually they become more frequent, more intense, and begin to affect your sleep and daily activities. The good news is that once you start paying attention and understanding these signals, you can adjust how you care for your body in a more appropriate way. Do not rush to dismiss pain or small warning signs as an inevitable part of aging. When you truly understand what your body is trying to tell you, you have the opportunity to improve your health in a more proactive and sustainable way. After experiencing cramps or a sense of weakness in the legs, many people begin to come up with their own explanations. They assume it is simply due to aging, reduced movement, or that the body is no longer what it used to be. Some even believe it is something everyone must accept as they get older. This way of thinking often prevents people from looking deeper into the issue. They do not ask whether the body might be lacking something, or if there is an internal imbalance taking place. Meanwhile, visible signs like cramps or numbness in the legs are only the surface. The real cause may lie in subtle internal changes that are not immediately noticeable. When the cause is not fully understood, it becomes easy to choose the wrong approach or to rely on temporary fixes that do not lead to lasting improvement. But when you pause and ask the right questions about your body, you give yourself the opportunity to find a more suitable and effective way to care for it over time. To better understand what is really happening, we need to look at a very important internal factor. That factor is a deficiency in essential micronutrients. Our body functions based on the balance of many different factors. Among them, vitamins and minerals act like switches that help processes run smoothly. When these micronutrients are sufficient, muscles contract and relax in a coordinated way, the nervous system sends signals accurately, and the body moves with stability. But when there is a deficiency, this balance begins to break down. Signals from the brain to the muscles may become less efficient. Muscles may contract at the wrong time or have difficulty relaxing after contraction. That is when cramps or a feeling of weakness in the legs can start to appear. What is important to understand is that micronutrient deficiencies often develop quietly, without obvious signs in the early stages. When the body lacks foundational nutrients, the symptoms you feel on the outside are often just the result. Understanding this helps you address the root cause instead of only dealing with the surface. One important micronutrient that is often overlooked when it comes to muscle strength is vitamin D. For many years, vitamin D has mainly been associated with bone health, but in reality, its role in the body goes far beyond that. Vitamin D supports muscle function by helping regulate how the body uses calcium. This is a key factor that allows muscles to contract and relax properly. When the body has enough vitamin D, muscles tend to function more steadily, allowing for smoother movement and reducing the feeling of tightness or stiffness. On the other hand, when there is a deficiency, this coordination can be disrupted. Calcium may not be used efficiently, causing muscles to enter abnormal contractions more easily. This is one of the reasons why cramps can occur, especially at night when the body is at rest. Seemingly simple factors like vitamin D can have a significant impact on how the body functions. Understanding and maintaining proper levels can help the body operate more smoothly over time. In addition to vitamin D, there is another important factor that many people do not consider when experiencing cramps or leg weakness. That is vitamin B12. If vitamin D is closely related to muscle function, vitamin B12 plays a key role in the nervous system. It helps maintain the protective layer around nerves, ensuring that signals from the brain are transmitted accurately and consistently to the muscles. When vitamin B12 levels are sufficient, these signals flow smoothly, allowing muscles to contract and relax at the right time. But when there is a deficiency, this signal transmission can become disrupted. Muscles may receive incorrect or uncoordinated signals, leading to abnormal contractions, numbness, or a feeling of weakness in the legs. What is important to note is that this condition often develops gradually, making it easy to overlook in the early stages. Muscle health does not depend only on the muscles themselves, but also on the nervous system that controls them. When both are properly supported, the body can function more smoothly and efficiently. The next factor, and one of the most important when it comes to cramps and muscle strength, is magnesium. Magnesium is not just a typical mineral. It is involved in many processes in the body, especially those related to muscle and nerve function. You can think of it this way: when a muscle contracts, a signal is activated. But for the muscle to relax afterward, the body needs magnesium to turn off that signal at the right time. If magnesium is lacking, muscles can become stuck in a contracted state, leading to tightness or cramps. This is why many people experience cramps at night when the body is trying to relax, but does not have enough of what it needs to complete that process properly. In addition, magnesium is involved in energy production for the muscles, helping maintain strength and endurance during movement. For the body to function smoothly, it needs not only to activate muscles but also to relax them at the right time. Magnesium is one of the key factors that helps create that balance. When these three important elements fall out of balance, the body can respond in ways that many people do not expect. It is not just about a single cramp. It becomes a chain of changes affecting how muscles function, how nerves transmit signals, and how the body maintains energy. When vitamin D is low, muscles may not contract and relax efficiently. When vitamin B12 is lacking, signals from the brain to the muscles become less accurate. And when magnesium is deficient, muscles cannot properly relax after contracting. These three factors do not work independently. They are connected as a system. When one part becomes deficient, the others are affected as well. That is why many people experience a combination of symptoms: leg weakness, frequent cramps, numbness, or even a sense of imbalance. The body functions as an interconnected system. When you understand how these internal factors relate to each other, you can take a more comprehensive approach to care instead of focusing on just one issue. Once you understand the role of each factor inside the body, the next important question is, how can we support the body in everyday life? The good news is that, beyond complex methods, you can start with very simple steps. Diet plays a foundational role. Certain natural foods can provide the vitamins and minerals needed to support muscle and nerve function more effectively. For example, fatty fish, eggs, dark leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains. These foods are not instant solutions, but when used consistently, they can help the body gradually regain balance. In addition, appropriate exposure to sunlight is a natural way to support the body, especially when it comes to vitamin D. The key is that you do not need to change too much all at once. Simply start with small choices and maintain them consistently each day. Often, the most effective solutions are the simplest ones when applied correctly and sustained over time. However, nutrition alone is not enough. Another important factor that many people overlook is how you use your body every day. Muscles do not just need to be nourished, they also need to be activated. If you stay inactive for long periods, muscles can gradually weaken, even if your diet is adequate. On the other hand, simple daily movements can help maintain muscle strength and flexibility. This does not mean you have to engage in intense exercise. Simple activities like walking, slowly standing up and sitting down, or basic daily movements can already make a meaningful difference. In addition, staying properly hydrated and getting adequate rest also help the body function more steadily. The body needs both nutrition and movement. When these two elements are combined properly, they create a strong foundation for long-term health. If there is one key takeaway you should remember from everything we have discussed today, it is this: cramps, leg weakness, or reduced flexibility do not happen randomly. Throughout this video, we have explored a complete picture together, from recognizing familiar signs that many people often overlook, to understanding that the body may be lacking important factors such as vitamins and minerals. And finally, we see that when nutrition and daily movement are combined in the right way, the body can move toward positive improvement. What matters is not changing everything in a single day. It is about becoming aware. Pay attention to small signals. Pay attention to how you eat. Pay attention to how you move each day. Over time, these small actions can create a significant difference. When you truly understand your body and take care of it proactively, you not only reduce current discomfort but also build a strong foundation for your health in the years ahead. If you found this content helpful, save this video so you can revisit it whenever needed. And if you know someone in your family who may be experiencing similar issues, consider sharing this video with them. Sometimes, the right information can truly change someone's life.